Hey there guys, and welcome back to Rickard's journey through Skyrim, where you find us currently just breaking down our camp after having a bit of a morning, just took in a late morning, heading out around 1 in the afternoon, ready to get a head start on what we have planned for today. We're actually going to do quite a few things today. I'm actually planning on picking up the item that Wayland Dryer is sending us to pick up in Iverstead. Then we're going to pass through the mountains by horseback so that we're not there for very long. Just through the Gerals so that we can get to Riverwood a lot quicker than heading down the front, because Valtheme Towers has become occupied once more. So passing that way is a bit of a no-go right now. I am going to plan on doing Heimar's Shame, because we're going to go past Barbas, and of course he's still going to be there, and I'm going to feel really sorry and sad for leaving him there for so long. Right, so to Iverstead, where we left off last time. We killed the dragon at Autumnwatch Tower, which now means that hopefully the people of the Rift and the guards of the Rift can be just that little bit safer. We won't pick up the bounty for some time, not until we're heading back and not until we've seen Serene Gerard and convinced her to come back to help us and co with Isran. Another frostbite spider took a shot at me, but we're moving quicker than we can really deal with it. Here we are in Iverstead. So we're looking for Fellstar Farm. We're looking for Wayland Dryer's friend. Fellstar Farm is this building right here. Hopefully someone is in, because I really don't want to be breaking in. And damn it. Damn it! Really? There's a guard like right there. Is there a back door? I mean, yeah, I know I'm not one for sneaking, but damn it. Damn it. It's really... Okay, right, I've just seen some people head into the building now. Hopefully they'll let me in. Yay!
You lost?
No, I'm here to pick up an item for Wayland Dryer. There we go. Spoon recovered. I mean, you'd think a court mage would need something a little bit more important than a Dwemer stirring spoon. Apparently not. Right. Time to make our way for the mountains. Let's try not to knock over the guard as we do it. Oh, there's the spiders. And we'll be out of here before long. Some kind of a shack. Heading into Falkreath Hold. Haven't been in here for a while. For the longest time. Oh, and instantly there is a wolf right next to me. Off the horse. There we go. Back to the bow, because that's what we want. Got here an Imperial. And people getting drunk in the snow, because that makes a lot of sense. Actually, just want to check something. These are the guys that drink the Hind Brew mead.
Hail, friend! It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of Hunting Brew mead with me.
Hunting brew mead? Why only have one bottle when you can have two?
Eastmere's beard, you're one after my own heart. I would love another bottle. This good deed should not go unrewarded. Here, take this. Cheers, my friend.
A charmed
May
necklace.
find you fame and fortune.
Interesting. Carrying capacity. Ah. Yes, please. Thank you, friends. You will not be forgotten. Should I ever come across you again, we'll share another 2 bottles. Yeah, that was actually quite fortunate. This must be the hunter in these parts. You always find a hunter in these mountains. Oh, there's Barbas. I'm just gonna leave my horse here. Hi, Barbas. I know it's been a long time. Has it been 2 weeks? So, what do you need help with again?
My master and I had a bit of a falling out. We got into an argument and it got rather heated.
Right.
Kicked me out until I find someone who can settle our disagreement. That's where you come in.
Sounds easy enough. Let's go find him.
Thank you. Now, since he banished me, Vile's been rather weak. He can't manifest very far from one of his shrines. I know there's a cult that worships him at Hamar's Shane.
Yeah, we're right here.
Should be able to talk to him there. If this works out, I'll make sure you're rewarded. You just don't trust any offer he makes you, okay?
Okay, because we read about Clavicus Vile, the Daedric Lord of Pacts and Schemes, and we should really get him before we freeze to death. Alright, let's switch to... No, actually, let's stick with the bow for now. Why have I got an iron arrow? So, Barbas. This cult that worships Clavicus. Just how unfriendly are they? Very. Okay. I mean, could have at least mentioned that. That they're not going to welcome someone literally just walking around. I don't think there'll be much problem anyway. But a vampire's thrall. Oh, sounds like vampires. I'll take those steel arrows though. At least I'm getting warmer as we do this. Ow, 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 ow. That trap was nasty. Is Dawnbreaker not on my favourites? Thought I put it on there finally.
I'll give you a swift and beautiful death.
How did that swift death go for you? Oh, was it me you intended? Oh. See? This is where everything does not go according to plan. Right, back to the bow. I want to keep these vampires so I can see two. I'm going to imagine this one here is the actual vampire. Yep. That's unfortunate. I'm just going to stand there. However, that Mistwalker is running away from me. Oh, you walked right into that one, friend. I'll take that charred skeever hide. Alchemy lab. Elven arrows. Nope, nothing else. Doing alright on my own. Who needs to pay for hired help or make friends when you just have yourself? I don't like the look of this.
Huh?
Oh god. I honestly did not expect him to survive that.
This ends now.
Exactly. This ends now. Let's take Solitude. I see you. Bloodied vampire, eh? Go on then. Oh. You know what I mean? It just has this way of just throwing everything everywhere. And I should actually eat. Because it's very bad when I go into somewhere and... There we go, that's better. Okay, so we have down further. Is there anything else around here? No, I don't think so, because I came from there. No. I came from there. So what's over here? Nothing. Search small sack. Nothing. Adept chest. God, it's been a while since I've had to open anything. Plentiful healing. Dagger of Animus. I'm not into stealing souls. Okay, so it looks like further down. else over here? I'm actually trying for combat. I'm actually trying to build up our magic resistance. As you saw in the previous video, there was a Khajiit. Now I know Khajiit aren't exactly known for their magical prowess. I do know for a fact that Khajiit was actually using quite powerful spells, and they weren't hurting me. And he was hitting me, but quite how in fact he wasn't actually doing any damage to me is actually really intriguing. Because magic resistance is certainly something that I would like. I mean, sure, we're not always going to strive at physical combat. That's where skill is involved. But if a spell hits you, you can absorb it. Oh, that's a spider. You know, its damage can be negated, and that is actually what I'm looking into. Because I've switched from a few videos ago. I switched from the Warrior Stone, which we obviously picked up in the first episode. I have switched to the Lord Stone, which negates 25 physical and 25 magic damage. I think I can look that up. Just give me 1 second. We look at magic, active effects, resist magic, bread and blood. So, 50 points of damage resistance, 50 magic resistance. So in theory, I should be negating 50% magic when I use my bread and blood. I mean, obviously, resist magic 25 with bread and blood, plus another 25 with magic resistance from the Lord Stone, so that's 50%. Then with dragon skin, absorb 50, so that's absorbing 50. So this is just magic resistance, so we resist 50 naturally. Then with dragon skin, we absorb 50% of magicka. So our resistance is actually pretty good when we're attacked. Do better obviously if I use dragon skin. I don't always use it. Because when I use it, I always try to plan or intend in using it.
Someone there?
Oh, damn it, that flew right over your head. That flew right past your head.
It's nothing.
Ugh. Oh, there's too many shots there. That was annoying. So yeah, that's what I'm working towards, because I know somewhere in Eastmarch is the Apprentice Stone, and I want to look at that. Although I'm pretty sure that increases my magicka absorption, but lowers my magicka regeneration. Hello. I would be looking this way, friend. You are definitely a vampire. Okay. Is this seriously the offerings they leave you? I'm just going to help myself to the treasure first, then I'll speak to your master. I'm not heading out that way. I can't remember where that leads, and I left my horse back there. Oh, he dealt with pretty much everything, didn't he? Alright, Barbus, what we doing? I talk to the statue now, right? Can't believe how close I have to get to it. Lord Vile, I have a request of you.
By all means, let's hear it.
It's the least I could do since you already helped me grant one final wish for my last worshippers. They were suffering so from vampirism and begged me for a cure. Then you came and ended their misery. I couldn't have planned it better myself.
Of course.
So, what's your heart's desire? What kind of deal can we strike?
An end to the civil war that plagues my land. The power to crush all before me. I'm just here to reunite you with your dog.
That insufferable pup. Forget it. Request denied. No deal. I'm glad to be rid of him. Even if it does mean I'm stuck in this pitiful shrine. In the back end of nowhere. Well, perhaps there is a way he could earn his place back at my side. Maybe. But no promises.
What's your offer?
There's an axe. An incredibly powerful axe. An axe powerful enough for me to have quite a bit of fun indeed. If you bring it to me, I'll grant you my boon. No strings attached, no messy surprises. At least not for you. As I recall, it's resting in Rime Rock Burrow. Barbers can lead you right to it. Little Mutt might even earn his place back at my side.
Alright, Barbus, what's up? What's the story behind the rueful axe?
One of Clavicus's little Jess, a wizard named Sebastian Lord, had a daughter who worshipped her scene. When the daughter became a werewolf, it drove Sebastian over the edge. He couldn't stand to see his little girl take on such a bestial form. The wizard wished for the ability to end his daughter's curse. Clavicus gave him an axe.
I mean, that does the job. Oh no. Please stop following me.
Alright then. We'll get together later.
There we go. Actually, no. Follow me.
Lead the way.
So long as you don't talk at all to other people. Talking dogs are weird and insufferably uncool. Alright, let's get back to the horse. Where does he want us to go? Rime Rock Burrow. Oh Jesus, it's all the way in Solitude. You know, one does get tired of going back and forth to the same place quite often. Well, I hope you're alright with hanging by my side for time. I'm quite tired. I'm very tired. Yeah, I wasn't going to go out that back entrance because I left my horse at the front. So, it only makes sense. I'm still planning on going to Riverwood. I've got my own stuff to do. Okay, so the air is treacherously cold, so we need to make swift. Barbus can catch up. Okay, so we're just passing Helgen now. Do you know what's stupid? When I came out of Heimar's Shame and jumped back onto the horse, I immediately went back to Riften. Towards Riften. I ended up back by the strange shack not far from the mountain pass. Instantly went the wrong way. I can't believe it. Anyway, here we are, beginning to warm up. If there was anything on that path, we had to swiftly ignore it, because the air was treacherous. If I got off the horse, we would have started to freeze to death, literally. The air would have numbed us, and we wouldn't be able to move. So I made the executive decision to not get off the horse. Not for anything. Luckily, there wasn't anything on the road, so we haven't missed anything. Yeah, I want to go down. Riverwood should just be at the bottom of this pathway. We can catch up with Delphine if she has anything. I mean, it has been a few days. If I've been to Riften and back... if I've been to Solitude to Riften and back, then surely she must have got back from Kynes Grove by now. It's just simply not possible. No, she couldn't be back by now. Alright, okay, let's get in. Oh, I move so slow.
I don't think you were followed.
There you are.
Come on, I have a plan.
Of course I wasn't followed. Unless you count being followed by a talking dog as followed by something strange. Okay, talk to me.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
You have? You're not coming?
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet.
Yeah they do. They send people after me to kill me. They might not know what I look like, but they definitely know the name. So what's your plan?
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it?
Yeah, I know it.
While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
How am I getting into this party?
Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
Okay. Once I'm inside the embassy, then what do I do?
That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction.
Okay. Just for the record, who is Malborn, and what does he look like?
Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties.
Okay, I'll see you in Solitude.
Sounds good. Be careful.
All roads lead to Solitude. Let's take a look at this map that she likes to leave behind. It's definitely in the shape of the Dragonstone. So it must be a rubbing. So there's one. That must be right. So that one there.
This is a local favorite and one of the first.
That must be right behind Riften.
Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once
Leading
was a hero named
to
Ragnar
the
Red
swamp.
who came riding to Whiterun from Old Rorikstead.
And then Kynesgrove, and then to Alduin.
Is he told of bold battles?
Before Kynesgrove, before Salokanir raised 5 dragons.
Then he went quiet.
And this is all just dragons that they know of.
Met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
Who knows how many he's raised now. I'm going to take those arrows, thank you very much.
"Now I think it's
And I'm just going to see if I can
down and bleed."
create anything.
So then came clashing and
Okay, so you join us just back on the road here after spending the night in Riverwood. It actually turns out, I took a look at all the objectives I have to do, and it actually turns out returning to Solitude could be quite fortuitous. At least the road back to Solitude is quite fortunate. I want to head over here to the Shrine of Talos for Elisif the Fair to leave the Warhorn for Torrig, because the Warhorn is actually quite a bit heavy. The reason why the road is quite fortuitous is because we actually have quite a bit to do. I mean, sure, Rimerock Burrow can wait, because I'm not planning on really doing anything for a Daedric Lord. But I do need to go to Brood Cavern to find Fine-Cut Void Swords for the captain of the Wayfarer or Wayfinder. There's Dead Man's Respite, which we'll think about. We need to return to Morthal as well, so that can kind of be on our way. And then Solitude itself. And of course, Serene is in the Reach, so we can head to Serene after we've done everything we needed to in Solitude. So that's the order of business, or how the next few days are going to go. But I will need to stock up on supplies, particularly camping supplies. Yeah, no, I need to make tents again. I can make those tents at Dragon's Bridge because I have one more tent which can supply us for some way on our way here. Oh, and we also need to go to Robber's Gorge. Yeah, that fateful place, because those bandits actually stole something from a Khajiit mercenary that we spoke to a few days ago. So we can pick that up, and then hopefully it's still empty. I hope it's still empty, because if it's not, then it's going to have to be a quick hit and run. Get in, get out, no mess. I'm not actually going to return home, although returning the Warhorn, or placing the Warhorn, lies just on that mountainside, just beyond my house. I don't really have anything to drop off. I just sold all of the goods in Riverwood to Lucan. I had like 10 rubies, so that obviously helps, gold-wise. So it's kind of odd, well, it actually makes perfect sense. I was going to say, it sounds actually very odd that Elisif wants us to go to a very far-removed shrine for Talos, but actually makes perfect sense. You know, it's safer for us. We don't have to go to one that's, you know, is that a saber cat? That's a saber cat. You know, it's safer for us. We don't get seen doing it by the Thalmor. And yeah, there's, oh god, that flew right over the cat. And you know, the horn is not going to get stolen. Well, it's probably going to get stolen, but you know, it's safer for everybody. It's safer for her. It's safer for me. So yeah, it does make perfect sense. It's not weird at all. It is just simply annoying. Especially when this is quite a dangerous area. Okay, here we go. Now we just need to simply return to Elisif and tell her that the deed is done. I do like simple tasks like this. So hopefully everything else just follows suit. I'm running out of tundra cotton. Oh. I'm noticing Dragon's Reach has a very huge balcony. Yeah, I think... let's just see if... I mean, if we follow the road... I mean, Robber's Gorge is obviously quite a way. I mean, we could even just swing around, go through the Reach, but then that's a lot of the Reach to go through just to get to one person. So, considering when Dragon Bridge is just there, so it's just a short ride from Dragon Bridge. So it makes more sense to go to Dragon Bridge than to go through the entire Reach. Hopefully, we can get to Robber's Gorge in time, and we can reclaim the Moon Amulet. Hopefully we can do that quite quickly, because remember the last time we went to Robber's Gorge, we were on foot. Being on horseback is obviously, it's not going to take us that extreme amount of time to get there. So hopefully we don't run into many thieves on the road, or any more assassins for that matter. We have Dragon. And another Khajiit. Quite frankly... oh god, even wolves, Jesus. Right. Okay, where are you? How many wolves do I have? 3? Right. And Dragon. What? Yes? No? It's like, literally, there is a dragon. And you're messing with me. Where'd the dragon go? Were they? Thalmor Justicia. Who did you kill?
You're interfering with official Thalmor business.
Ooh, okay. What is that?
Walk away now.
You know what? Let's be safe here. We saw this in Kynesgrove. So this would have been Alduin. He's trying to summon another dragon. Did we disturb him enough? He wandered off? He went away? Okay. Clearly didn't get to finish what he was doing. Let's grab the horse and quickly get out of here. It was quite fortunate that we managed to scare Alduin off. Oh. Jesus. This is turning into a very unlucky road. Right, then we want Shield of Solitude. Then we want... let's unlock this one. first one go. Come here. Just look at all that. Their fireballs do nothing to me.
I should. We'll take this.
Although my sword is doing nothing to you, so go for a trip.
We shall clear the way for the coming of the true Dragonborn.
Oh, so he's dead. Quite done. Right, we should definitely get out of here before Alduin seeks a return. He's going to want to finish what he was starting here. Just, where did my horse run off to this time? You can just see how much those spells were not hurting me at all. Quite happy about that. So when we last run into these cultists, they gave me quite a bit of trouble outside Riften. 3 of them, that is. 3 of them here, plus 2 action orcs that they summoned. And I was, you know, quite the unstoppable force. Where their magics are concerned, anyway. Still no sign of Alduin. But he was definitely here. He clearly wants to summon that dragon in his own sweet time. There he is. Let's let him... As much as I don't want to let him do it, now is not the time. If he's just gonna... Because it just seems to be every time when I go over there, he's just gonna fly away. So there's really no use. Let's just get to Robber's Gorge. I feel warm and comfortable. That makes me oddly happy. I wonder where that leads to. I am really hoping that Robber's Gorge is still empty and I can just go in and pick up the amulet, because if those bandits are back, oh, trouble's ahead. Oh, come here. Got you. Oh, plus I shouldn't forget the enchantment on the shield as well also has magic absorption. Speaking of which, are these bandits back? Yes, these bandits are back. Oh god. Let's not mess. Let's just create some space. Go on then, you're not going to give up on me that easy. I really should be using ice arrows. Switch to the mercenary. Go on then. Just one more? You want to rephrase that? That is for hitting my horse. Sometimes I don't too care about... Oh god, where did it go? I see it. Did see wolves. I'm not looking forward to this. Robber's Gorge is going to be re-inhabited, I know it. Bandits are a bit like flies. You can wave away one, and another soon takes its place. I don't see anyone on the bridge. Surely we're not that lucky. It would appear that I am that lucky. So that moon amulet should be here, right? I must have left this last time I was here. Return to Carjo. Come on. Done a day's good work. What do you think? Onward to solitude.